Beast Echo 500 VL. I've only been cut for 10 minutes, so I've cut that. I think it's mahogany. These bits were already cut, they're rotted out. Actually, a few more cuts left. I'll give you a show. You can tell she's an old points banger. She 4 strokes. That chain's dull. Cuts pretty fast. That should be enough for this lady. I told her a bootload. I might have a little bit more here, but I thought last night I'll bring that 500 VL out and give it a whirl. That's points. The Farm Ace is electronic. Electronic will go a lot harder than that, probably half the time in the cut to that one. This is kind of where we camp. I camp just up the road there. But this is a camping area. You can't really, there's nowhere to set my camper up anyway. Little pop-up tent, that'll be probably all you could put here. Anyhow, I'll split this up and see how much more I've got to cut. I might take the rest of that. I'm thinking it's mahogany, but if anyone on here knows what this species is, Ken, I'm guessing you'd know. I'll give you a quick look at the bark. It's got that fungus growing all over it. It's dead, it's not green. It's been here a long time. Very long time. Actually. There's one standing right next to it. I'm not familiar with Vic species. I'm used to yellow box and red gum, Red River gum, and red box. This stuff burns pretty good. I've already had a load burnt at home with this. Not last year, the year before, I managed to get one that was mahogany colour. You could sit there and sniff it while it was burning. It was that sweet. I don't know if it's mahogany or something else, but I can see one of those trees in front of me. It's still standing, but it won't be up for much longer. It's leaning, it's completely dead. Anyhow, just thought I'd give us a go, give us a look at what the Echo went like. No need for me to get the 660 out. It's only small stuff here at the moment. A little 452 would have cut that, no worries. Anyhow, I better get this split and get home. Hooroo. How's it going? So, Echo 500 VL. I think it's a 500. Half the sticker's missing. It could either be a 500 or a 550, but a little review, if I will. That thing's pretty impressive for what it is. Once I sharpen the chain, that first pile I got to, I cut it all up, went to split it, and the block splitter was just sinking into the middle of the logs. It was just like powder, but because it was wet, it was like clay. Anyhow, I just moved to another spot, found probably enough to do 10 trailer loads of 8x5 trailer. When I get it in a couple of weeks, hopefully earlier, I think they're either 48.9 or 49.8 cc, the 500 VL and the 510. I've just cut the whole boot load, if you can see it. I can't go any more. Me arse ends on the bump stops almost. It's a Prado. Once I sharpen the chain, I use the 2-in-1 out in the field. At home I'll do freehand, but just thought I'd mention that. Once I sharpened it, it was acting like one tooth was hungry, but when the chain's a little bit loose, it kind of binds up, like pulls the power head to the log, if you know what I mean. It's like one tooth keeps grabbing, but I tightened the chain, retensioned the chain after I 3/4 loaded the boot. After the first cut, it was back to where it was before I sharpened it, so maybe the adjuster's popping out of its place. But with a sharp chain, it's kind of hard to explain. It's like using like the video up the page or down the page. It's like using a 660 and 25-inch timber, roughly, with a 25-inch bar, and you just hold the saw and let the chain cut through the log. That's the only thing I could do with the little Echo. I couldn't put the bucking spike in it. It'd just grab all the time. But she's pretty impressive, and man, she pumps the air out of it. I can tell you that. It shoots exhaust fumes at least 20 metres away. You can see branches and stuff moving, but she's a nice little saw. Coming from a guy I grew up around an 029, and then I bought the 310 because I thought I'd be a little bit better than Dad. 59cc. I reckon that 500 VL or whatever it is, 550, whatever, 50, close to 50 or a little bit more than 50 cc, I reckon that'd give a 500 partner a run for its money. Just my thoughts. The 510 farm ace will pull a hell of a lot harder than that because it's electronic, but yeah, just thought I'd pop in, mention that. I'm on my way back out of the forest. Once I get service, I've got to ring this lady and see if I could come straight there. I did say between 10 and 11. I won't get back to civilization until probably 20 past 11. Just thought I'd pop in and give the little Echo a review. There's something, sorry about the sun, something about the oiler. I filled it up before I started cutting. I've done about, we'll say, between 12 and 15 cuts, and the chain looked like it never had any oil on it at all. I just filled it. It's only like a 250 mil tank. I've got it at max, but the chain, so the timber's soaking a lot of the oil in. I know it's dead. It's just the bark, and the first 2 or 3 growth rings are wet from sitting on the ground and the dew and shit. Anyway, all you guys know that cut wood. I just thought I'd pop in and give it a little review, but I think I'm going to have to work on pull the tanks out and give them a flush, because that oil tank didn't have a cap on it. It's got the 510 cap on it at the moment. I'm not sure what the filter system looks like, whether it's like just a wire flock screen like all the Steels and modern day Huskies. Maybe the bar grooves are dirty again, I don't know, but she's pretty impressive. 20-inch bar. They both come with 20s. Longest guide bar supplied for the 500 is 18-inch, so it's pretty impressive. 20-inch with the 50 gauge. Just got to swap hands, that one's getting tired. Swinging the block splitter around. Yeah, I know it's a long video, but I'm not going real fast out of here. Like I said, I'm on the bump stops, but pretty impressive. Once I get a starter for it, it'll be like a saw to cut 20-inch and less logs up to, I don't know, 10. I reckon I'd be happy at 10-inch logs. I don't cut much that small these days anyway, so I prefer to get in and get the base of the tree up to 18 so I can still split it. And that tree I just cut, if you want to do boot loads, there'd be an 8x5 cage trailer there left in that tree anyhow, so, and not many people go where I just went. Right, a little bit further off the beaten track, but anyhow, I've still got a few more minutes till I get out of the forest, but thought I'd pop in, just add it to the 500 VL series videos, and pretty impressed. I think it needs a carb kit. I've retuned it a couple of times, but I am up, I don't know what I'm at here, 1500 above sea level. At home I'm about 150, 200 metres, so it's a pretty big difference, but I'm pretty impressed with it. Anyhow, have a good day, weekend. I've got to go home, or I've got to go deliver this. Unload the car, because it's been 660, 038 and the 452 have been in the back of the car for a week and a bit. Sorry about the flickering. And go over to my mate's house for a couple of, well, it might not be even happening today. Depends on what time I get this unloaded and get back. go to bed for work tonight. 031 and the complete 031 with the spare engine and crankcase, piston cylinder, ignition coil. I'll put that up instead of yelling. And the two 032s with chain brake, side covers. Excuse me. That's all boxed up. It gets picked up tomorrow. I'm still in second gear, I just remembered. Yeah, sorry. It gets picked up by Sendle tomorrow to go to Wagga. Still waiting to hear from a couple of people for the MS211. A bloke come yesterday, he goes, "Oh, does it have a bar and chain?" I said, "Yeah, this one used to be on it. I put it on the little Echo CS3400, the little 14-inch hard nose with a steel chain." He goes, "Oh, sorry, I thought it was bigger than that," and then he just left. But you can see he was in my man cave looking around, so he better not come back. Anyhow, if he does, I've got cameras, so all good. Have a good rest of the day. Enjoy your week. I've got a bit on the go this week, maybe. Ordered the new intake manifold for the 630 Johnson Reed and gasket kit, both for 61 hardwood. I decided to just buy the gasket kit from Sean off eBay because of the COVID crap. And in that we have a set of seals for the 625. Now I've just got to find the correct carb, but I think I'm trying to think whether a 61 carb would fit a 625, which is essentially a 266 with a different intake. I think the 262 might have the rubber boot. I'm not sure anyhow. I'm just rambling on. Yeah, they're ordered, so hopefully they'll be here this week and we'll get the 630 Johnny ready. I'll bring it out for a brap, see if it's as good as the hype about the 266 XP. Anyhow, I'm on the main road now, better get off the phone. Anyhow, have a good day, see you soon. Have a good week. Catch us later.